Are the two, happiness and blessed, mutually exclusive? Can you not have one and not have the other? That's a powerful question. I've asked you 3 questions this morning, praise team. Are you blessed? Are you happy? Are those two entities, whatever they are they mutually exclusive? Can you have, another question, it's in tandem with this latter question, can you be blessed? Now this is another one. Can you be blessed and not be happy? I'm getting some affirmatives here. I'm getting a lot of talk back from this side over here. Brother Rufus Bell, I heard you singing out over there. You can be blessed and not be happy. Sister Nevers, you with that. Welcome back. Glad y'all had a safe trip. Glad your sister's doing all right. So let's embellish a little bit. Would you consider, and Sister Harris mentioned this in her observations this morning, she talked about being happy, and then she used the word blessed, and I always look for little subtle intimations from the Spirit that I'm on the right track. So I'm on the right track. So if you're blessed and you're not happy, how'd that come about? How does something... The first time the term blessed was used is in the Old Testament in Genesis 1:22. It was the first time the word blessed was used. And God blessed them and said to them, check me out, read that for yourself, make sure I'm on track. God said to them, be fruitful and multiply. And God blessed them, God blessed them, God blessed them, and said, be fruitful and multiply. So, can you be blessed and not be happy? I'm not getting nothing from this section right here. How do you determine? Why are you saying that you can be blessed and not be happy? Tell me how do you, well, maybe we ought to define blessing. I'm glad you asked me about that. I went to my trusty Wycliffe Bible Dictionary. And this is what Brother Wycliffe says. The act of blessing, or rather the act of one person blessing another, can be considered under several headings. And this is the one where we are arguing this morning. God blesses man. Write that down. That's one aspect. God blesses man. And it gives a litany of scriptures. God's blessing, since it is that of an omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent God, is always fully effective. You ought to write that down. Put it on the screen for me. God's blessing, comma, since it is that of an omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent God, is always fully effective, comma, both in supplying man's needs in this life and eternal life in the world to come. If you need me to repeat that, say it again. All right. God's blessing, comma, since it is that of an omniscient, these are all theological terms, not necessarily biblical, but they have biblical overtones. They are theological terms. Since it is that of an omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent God, is always fully, that word fully would connotate there is nothing lacking. Always fully effective, both in supplying man's needs in this life and eternal life in the world to come. If you didn't get that one, I want you to buy the DVD. So, according to Wycliffe, God's blessing meets our needs fully. So if that's true, why can you, me say that you can be blessed but not happy? What is happiness? Well, let's say, for the sake of argument, let's say happiness is having a lot of money. Oh, come on now. You know y'all want more money. Anybody don't want more money, just wave your hand and I'll take it. Everybody in here, Phil, wants more money, more money, more money, more money, more money. How, and like you, most of what, if not all of what I get about this person I'm about to talk to, I get from news reports and TV. The late Michael Jackson. How do you make $100 million and still be lonely? Now, I heard him say that in an interview. I did hear that. That's not hyperbole. That's not something that was in the news media, the printed media. But I heard him say, I'm one of the loneliest men in the world. Did you hear that too? I heard that on CNN. How in the name of all that's holy do you make $100 million and be lonely? Seems like you could buy a few friends. Seems like you could buy somebody to say, I love you. I'm your friend. I'm your ace boon coon. With $100 million, I could buy a lot of Negroes. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me. How do you make $100 million and not be totally fulfilled? How? Maybe, Jerry, money is not the equation. Maybe, Gloria, money is not the equation with happiness. Maybe, so, and this is a disingenuous question. How many of you are happy that you're poor? Come on, put your hands up. You better put your hand down back there. I told you, people lie in church now like it ain't nothing. Used to be, we say, I can't tell no lie in church, y'all. We don't care about church no more. We say whatever we think somebody wants us to say. That's why 87% of the people this morning said, I'm happy, when in reality, you're not. You're not happy. And it's not a subjective term. It has nothing to do with money, but rather where you are in life right now. It ain't no sin to say, I ain't happy. Why do you think people commit suicide? Rich people commit suicide. In my years as a police officer, the first suicide I ever worked was a vice president of the old Virginia National Bank. He killed his dog and then killed himself. He ain't had to kill the dog, y'all. But I guess he felt if he was unhappy, the dog was unhappy too. Put my questions back up there. Are you blessed? Are you happy? Can you be blessed and not be happy? Mr. Schroeder, how is that possible? You married people could answer that question. I'm blessed, Bishop, but happiness is a whole nother question. Y'all, I'm blessed with my spouse, but you know you ain't happy. I got a cold vibration from this whole section right here. Come on, Johnny Bates. Where's Mark? Margaret, you back there? Come. Yeah. You better get up here, Margaret. Johnny didn't say too much on that one. Let me resurrect, and we're going to go to the text. And this is just to whet your appetite so you'll come back next week. Because you're going to be thinking about this all day long. If you are, wave your hand at me. Yeah, you're going to be, come on, Max, put your hand up. You're going to be wondering, Max is so deep. You know you're going to be wondering, am I blessed and happy? Am I blessed or happy? Here's one. Can you be happy and not be blessed? What you say, Terrell? You work and got a job, so you're happy. Might not be blessed, but you're making money. Yeah. Can you be happy and not be blessed?